Now, there are two voices who are supporting khap panchayats tonight. The first voice is the Aam Aadmi Party representative, because the Aam Aadmi Party today is backing khap panchayats. Member of its National Executive, Anand Kumar. Mr. Kumar, I thought this day would never come, but it has, that you are backing khap panchayats. Nawab Kokab Hamid is MLA from Baghpat. Mr. Hamid, thank you very much. You are also backing khap panchayats. Jagmati Sangwan, Vice President of the All India Democratic Women's Association. Sudha Ramalingam, advocate and social activist. Purnima Advani, of the former chairperson of the NCW, National Commission for Women. With me in the studio is Abha Singh, advocate and social activist. Now, Mr. Anand Kumar, khap panchayats are cultural organizations?
Arnab ji, today you have started in a very unusual manner. Did you hear me even for a second before declaring that I am supporting khap panchayat?
Are you a member of the Aam Aadmi Party?
My dear, I am a member of the Aam Aadmi Party. I am also a sociologist of some reputation, and I have studied khap panchayat and I have discussed it in Haryana, Western UP, and in my classroom for the last 30 years.
So, Mr. Professor Anand Kumar,
no,
this is not your sociology classroom. This is not your sociology classroom.
I know that very well,
yes,
but this is not a fair way. You declare judgment.
So, no, but because I do not believe in beating around the bush.
No, where's the debate anymore?
No, the debate is over this statement that Arvind Kejriwal feels that khap panchayats should not be banned because they have a cultural purpose.
Afresh. Please accept that it was a no ball and you start again.
Well, this discussion does not happen on your terms. I am asking you why you believe khap panchayats have a cultural purpose.
You can ask me to get out. You can ask me to get out, my dear.
Don't show such intolerance at an early stage of your political career, Mr. Anand Kumar.
What are you saying? Intolerance? You are impatient?
Mr. Anand Kumar, please. What has happened to the Aam Aadmi Party? I am asking you why you feel khap panchayats have a cultural purpose. I don't know what
has happened to you, my dear friend.
Mr. Anand Kumar, arrogance should have some limits. I am asking you why you feel khap panchayats have a cultural purpose.
I am being very humble.
Thank you. Please tell me why khap panchayats should have a cultural purpose. I don't know why you are getting angry. I am asking you why khap panchayats have a cultural purpose.
Supporting khap panchayat. Let me say a small question. On what basis you malign me by saying that I support khap panchayat?
First of all, there is a now let me tell you this, sir. Unlike gram panchayats, because I did not want to, please, now if you ask me something, Professor, though I am not your student, let me tell you this. Unlike gram panchayats that have
to be my student.
Unlike gram panchayats,
I want to be your student.
Unlike gram panchayats, so listen to me, Professor. Unlike gram panchayats that have a legal basis,
my dear, I'm listening.
Unlike gram panchayats which have a legal basis, right, via constitutional amendments 73 and 74, I say to you today that there is no legal basis for the existence of the khap panchayats in independent India. Now, you prove me wrong. Legal basis.
No, why do I prove you wrong? You are very right. That's a fair statement. Why should I attack you for good reason?
So then an illegality can be continued in your view.
It is a traditionality, my dear.
Oh,
there are two forces.
So traditions need not have any legality to back them.
Traditionality has to be negotiated by every society in its own ways, and in our society, Constitution of India is supreme.
Really?
If you cross the Lakshman Rekha, if you take law in your own hands, then the traditionality becomes a curse.
Now I make this point to you, Professor. Professor, thank you very much. You have now proven yourself successfully wrong. Let me complete this now. Khap panchayats, therefore, predate the constitution.
If you want to declare that I am wrong all the way.
No, khap panchayats, Professor.
It's not declaring me wrong all the way.
Professor, you just admitted khap panchayats predate the constitution. They are caste-based panchayats. They are not created under any legal provision in the Indian constitution. Right or wrong?
Arnab ji, Indian constitution is trying to engage with Indian realities which are pre-modern as well as modern.
So now we go beyond the
colonial
constitution.
realities.
Wonderful.
There are certain...
Professor, what are you saying?
Pardon me? They are not beyond the constitution.
Professor, the Aam Aadmi Party says go beyond the constitution.
They are in spite of the constitution.
I don't know. I want to live by the constitution.
In fact, your leader violated 144. You have just shown to the country that you have scant regard for the law of the land, and now it is the anarchic Kejriwal, the anarchic Aam Aadmi members who are going to collude with the barbaric Khaps. What is going to happen to this country?
No, I just want a response from Purniva Advani. This is a very controversial remark made by Professor Anand Kumar, who's a member of the Aam Aadmi Party National Executive. He says, I know that they have no legal basis. I know they have no legal provision in the Indian Constitution, but let us get the Indian Constitution to battle with Indian reality. So somebody will say tomorrow, by the same logic, somebody will say, yes, 1 second, wonderful. So somebody will say tomorrow, some anarchist will say tomorrow, Sati is not there in the Indian Constitution, is against it, but you know, it's a part of our reality. Somebody will say tomorrow, Professor, please be realistic. This is contemporary India. You are not
very realistic.
You are not in the 18th century. Even in the 18th century, this would not be allowed. Yes, Purnima Advani.
I'm in 21st century. I'm in 21st century with a lot of things coming from 18th century.
Okay, now we want to go back to the 18th century.
It is called nation building.
Building, yes.
Can we talk? When the Supreme Court has gone to the extent of saying that kangaroo courts are illegal, how can today a responsible person of the country come forward to state that this may not be part of the constitution, but it is traditionality? So constitutionality merges in traditionality. Tomorrow I'll be hearing then from the political to-bes that child marriages is part of traditionality. Dowry is a part of traditionality.
It is.
Sati is part of traditionality.
It is. The Aam Aadmi Party says.
And therefore, let's not ban anything.
Yes.
So,
I think the women should leave India.
Let's not ban it.
Many traditions have to be challenged.
What are you saying, sir? You are now saying Sati
have
is.
to be challenged.
Jagmati Sangwan, you have fought for the rights of women. Today we have a representative of the Aam Aadmi Party who says not just khap panchayats, but he says Sati, dowry, everything is the reality, and he says they may not have legality under the constitution.
It is a reality, it is part of traditionality, it includes untouchability.
All Aam Aadmi Party is seeing Haryana elections. Aam Aadmi Party are total opportunists who just want to win Haryana elections, and that is why it is tough.
You can call us anything.
Jagmati Sangwan, I would like you to respond to the amazing comments of the Aam Aadmi Party representative. Yes.
देखिए, जो खाप पंचायत के बारे में ट्रेडिशनलिटी की या कल्चरल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की जो बात कर रहे हैं, वो एकदम बेबुनियाद है। ये जातिवादी स्वयं भू पंचायतें हैं जो एक्स्ट्रा कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल बॉडीज हैं, और किस कल्चर की ये बात करते हैं। अगर वर्धमान में जो अभी इन्होंने कल्चर का उदाहरण जो स्थापित किया है, जिस तरह से एक लड़की के ऊपर पूरी रात मतलब बलात्कार का जो फतवा जारी किया और उस लड़की को वो सारा भुगतना पड़ा, अगर उस कल्चर की ये बात कर रहे हैं तो इस कल्चर से तौबा करेंगे लोग। और मुजफ्फरनगर में जिस तरह से खाप पंचायत ने ये कहा कि वो अभी
आप क्या बात कर रहे हैं
के खिलाफ कार्रवाई नहीं करने देंगे।
I think something is
आप समझेंगे तो सुनाई पड़ेगा।
Something seriously wrong.
What was the purpose of getting one policeman transferred if today you are promoting all the illegalities done by Khaps?
I'll do one thing. No, I'll do one thing. I am openly saying today that I am completely shocked at the comments being made here by the Aam Aadmi Party representative, because there are a lot of people who looked upon at the Aam Aadmi Party saying, here's a party which is going to be in sync with what modern India wants. Now, this country in the 21st century does not want to go back 500 years, sir, and does not want to break its constitution. And if you say dowry and sati and khap panchayats are part of the reality of this country, and we have to grapple with these, put these realities along with, what?
Yes.
What do you mean, yes?
Yes, we have to grapple with them. You use the right word.
Reject them. I say throw them. I say ruthlessly throw them out.
You cannot reject on television channel, my dear. You cannot reject them. You have to
I
face
reject
them.
on
You
the
have to confront
ground.
them.
I reject on the ground. People will reject you if you support dowry, sati and khap panchayats. And if you say they are the reality.
Nobody is supporting
People-
dowry sati. Nobody
people
is
will
supporting.
reject you if you say
are
that.
stretching it too far. Just to make your point. You started on very wrong premises. You are
I
talking to a
asked you.
person who is engaged in this question.
Mr. Anand Kumar, I am telling you here today, you admitted
Yes,
that they
sir.
are illegal instruments. And next question I have for you is very simple. Do you believe in the Supreme Court of
Yes,
India
please.
or not? Or do you also not believe in the Supreme Court of India?
Arnabji, you have to go one step backwards to realize that there is something called social realities which are then connected with modern imperatives of nation building.
What are you saying?
And the social realities have a pathological aspect. Those pathological aspects like sexism, casteism, communalism have to be immediately
I say to
confronted
you,
with. Your
Professor,
constitutional
be
instruments.
careful of
But
what
for
you are
last
saying.
66
You
years,
must represent
Congress has been, no, let me
Professor,
finish, my
you
dear.
must
Let me finish.
represent maturity
Let
in
me
political thinking in your remarks. The Supreme Court of India has said that we
are we given to understand, Arnab,
Yes.
Arnab, are we given to understand that Dowry Prohibition Act should be now eradicated? Prenatal Diagnostic Techniques Act should not be there. The Sati Prevention Act
Why
should not
should
be
it
there.
be?
Because
We have
how
fought
can
for it.
then-
Why should it be?
How can on one side we violate, we say that these are violations, there are penal provisions provided, and on the other side we have persons in political power stating that no, these are traditional realities that one has to grapple with. So one
These
has
are not
to accept
realities.
and gradually grapple with. Or what is it?
What is wrong in it?
Because what is wrong, I'll tell you, Professor, what is wrong is modern India, right? You may, because understand, Professor, you may be representing, with the greatest of respect to you, an antediluvian mindset, you know. You may be representing the views of...
Arnabji,
you may be
if you are in an abusive mood,
it's not...
if you are trying to fix us for something which we have not done, you have the privilege. We love your channel. Every day we are addicted to it. I watch you every day.
The translation
but this for no good reason is not giving you any credit, my dear friend.
I think you did not understand the word I used.
Anybody who is listening to this dialogue between you and me
the translation,
will be surprised.
I'm very sorry. I think you are abusing the Constitution of India, and the translation of antediluvian is antiquated. So
First
I am
you are
saying
abusing
perhaps
me,
I am
and then
saying
you are blaming me that
antediluvian
I'm
means
abusing Constitution of
antiquated.
India.
So I'm saying perhaps you
cannot have it both ways.
represent an
You are being
antiquated
patently
point of
unfair
view.
today.
I am showing great respect
to
to you,
score a point, you are
Mr.
being
Anand
very
Kumar.
unfair today.
Mr. Anand Kumar, if you believe today that nobody can ever disagree with your point of view, then I can also say today people watching this program will say that perhaps you believe.
This is our commitment to believe in dialogue.
Yes, so I'm asking a question as part of the spirit of dialogue. My question to you is...
No, you said so many things that my mind is rather wrong. I should go to somewhere to get it checked. You
I have
said
not said
I have
that.
supported
I'm sorry, I have not said anything like that.
On all wrong sides, Mr.
Anand Kumar, Mr. Anand Kumar, you know, I have only said that perhaps you represent an antediluvian mindset when you justify Khaps, which means perhaps you represent...
What was there? Perhaps it is very certain that I represent that mind, according to you.
Well, yes. If you are against the Supreme Court of India, which says that Khaps are totally illegal and have to be ruthlessly stamped out.
I am not.
Well, Khaps are totally illegal. The Supreme Court of India says Khaps, which people colloquially have started calling India's Taliban, Khaps are totally illegal and need to be ruthlessly wiped out. Mr. Anand Kumar, do you agree / disagree with what the Supreme Court says?
Shri Arnab Goswami, we have a democracy where judiciary has to be honored and obeyed by legislature and executive and vice versa. Once the Supreme Court has said it, judiciary expects legislature and executive in Haryana, in Uttar Pradesh, in Rajasthan to move. Do they move? They remain passive. They betray
Oh,
Their trust in the Constitution of
what
India.
is your view on
they
it?
say sab chalta hai.
Do you
This is
want?
vote bank
I am
politics.
asking.
We are not doing it. We are only making a sociological statement. These are the incomplete
Professor
tasks
Kumar, you all
of
were
nation
voted
building.
with the thing that you are different
Ji.
from the rest. You won by that, saying that we are going to change the country.
Thank you.
But you are saying sab chalta hai.
We
It
are,
is
madam.
shocking.
We
no,
are.
it is just opportunism.
Nahi,
you just want to win Haryana elections. That is
You
why
are
you
not
are now
listening to me.
colluding with the barbaric
You are not
Khaps.
listening to me.
It is shocking, Professor Kumar. Article
You are
13
not
of the
listening to
Constitution
me.
says that usages are taken, customs are already incorporated into the criminal procedure, into the Indian Penal Code. When we have the law of the land which incorporates customs, then from where these outdated traditions you are talking of? Haryana has the maximum feticide. What are you
I am
doing
not
about
talking
that?
of any
One more
tradition.
point. What about the biggest bane to this country is population? Are you talking of controlling this population? What are your measures for that?
I really am getting very worried now. The question is,
finished?
let's get in.
Are you finished?
Let's get in Nawab Kokab Hamid. 1 second.
Can I reply?
Mr. Professor, 1 second.
Before
please.
Nawab comes, can I reply?
Mr. Anand Kumar, please listen to some two other panelists, please. They have a right to express their point of view.
No, you.
Right? Mr. With
Okay,
you,
all right.
with the,
I hope you will be fair to me.
Well, I think you should also be fair to them, just to let them have their point of view in, Professor. And I request you to
No,
have.
we had so many questions from this very eminent lawyer. It should be answered right here
Mr.
and
Anand
now.
Kumar, can someone
Why
else?
do you postpone it?
Mr. Anand Kumar, can I please get them into this discussion, please? My first question is to Nawab
Okay, you are
Kokab
the
Hamid.
anchor.
Thank you. Mr. Anand Kumar, Mr. Nawab Kokab Hamid, do you believe that the Aam Aadmi Party's support for the Khap Panchayats is justified?
No, I don't believe the entire thing. I'm from the Western Uttar Pradesh.
Yes.
I do not know what is the Haryana is doing it and what Mr. Kejriwal said. What I want to say is that some of the things which the panchayats prohibit are all right, but when they extend the line and they cross the line and they are execute people and kill people, there I have my say that this is absolutely wrong. You can't. The law of the land, the Supreme Court verdict is there.
But,
the law of the
but
land
Mr.
is there.
Hamid,
You can't kill people. But if you want to,
but Mr. Hamid, if I were to say to you that these Khap Panchayats have no right to do anything, and I completely disagree with Arvind Kejriwal's logic that they do some things which are cultural, and if they do something wrong, they should be punished. I am of the view, like most of modern India, is that these Khap Panchayats, that the Khap Panchayats by nature are illegal and unconstitutional, and that the entire force of the state should be used as strongly as possible to clean them out, to wipe them out. That's what needs to be done.
I don't know. I mean, you can't use them to wipe them out.
Why not?
But certainly, I mean, where the law of the land is concerned and the Supreme Court verdict is concerned, that they are illegal. Illegal in the sense where they give a verdict that they should be killed or they should be thrown out.
They are illegal to do anything.
I mean,
they don't have any. They have no legal power. They have no. 1 second. You see.
No, that's all right.
There is no guarantee.
They do not have a legal power, but the panchayats in a village do have their own sayings, and
that is the gram panchayat. That is the gram panchayat. Please understand the difference. That is the gram panchayat. Do not confuse the Khap panchayat with the gram panchayat. The gram panchayat has a legal basis. The Khap panchayat has no legal basis. Jagmati Sangwan, yes, Jagmati Sangwan wants to say something.
Gram panchayat do not intervene. Do not intervene in the social affairs of a person. They do not.
ग्राम पंचायत
do not.
One minute. Mr. Hamid, 1 second.
वो अलग है और उनका सशक्तिकरण करना चुनी हुई पंचायतों का वो अपनी जगह पे जरूरत है, लेकिन जातिवादी स्वयं भू पंचायतों को उनकी जगह पे रख के देखना या उनके समानांतर खड़े करना, ये मेरे ख्याल से गलत होगा, जो हमेशा विवादास्पद रही है ह्यूमन राइट्स को लेके और महिलाओं के अधिकारों को लेकर। और अभी अभी मुजफ्फरनगर में जो ये कह रही हैं कि अभियुक्तों को पकड़ने नहीं देंगे, जो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल और लीगल प्रोसीजर्स जो हैं, जो उनको मान्यता नहीं देती, उनमें आस्था नहीं रखती है, इस तरह की एक्स्ट्रा कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल बॉडीज को कल्चरल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन कहना या ग्राम पंचायतों के पैरेलल रखना, मेरे ख्याल से जो तबके, जो महिलाएं, दलित, जिनको सामाजिक न्याय की जरूरत है, उनके प्रति एक तरह का अन्याय होगा ये।
बिल्कुल, Now I'd like to go across to Sudha Ramalingam. Ms. Ramalingam, you've heard the whole defense of the Aam Aadmi Party for the Khap Panchayats. I'd like your response to Professor Anand Kumar.
Again, you are
It's really shocking to hear a professor talk like this. And he does not even give time for anyone else to talk. Please, Mr. Anand Kumar, let others talk. These Khap Panchayats have lost its value as on date. It is anarchic, it is anachronistic. I don't think it has got any meaning today. It is also undemocratic. It is unconstitutional. It has no place at all. In the name of culture, you cannot encourage sati, you cannot encourage child marriage, you cannot also encourage honor killing. I don't find any purpose for the Khap Panchayats at all as on date. And a party like Aam Aadmi, which says that it is going to be a voice for the voiceless and the faceless, cannot at any point of time support such acts or such groups. Khap Panchayats has lost its meaning and value fully. Gram Panchayats are different. They are elected bodies. They have a place in this country which perpetuate grassroots democracy. But Khap Panchayats do not perpetuate grassroots democracy. They only perpetuate anarchy, they perpetuate casteism, they perpetuate everything which is against social progress and upliftment.
At this stage, I'm taking a short break. When I come back, I'm going to ask the Aam Aadmi Party representative. I'm going to ask the Aam Aadmi Party representative if he fears that all of India's aware, educated and concerned people will look away from the Aam Aadmi Party unless they say, like everyone expects them to do, like every reasonable Indian expects them to do, that Khap Panchayats should be totally rooted out. Now we continue this discussion. Mr. Anand Kumar, my next question to you is, Arvind Kejriwal did not finish the sentence in my view. He says that in this interview in Reuters, he's been quoted as saying, no, it is not a question of banning these panchayats. Khap Panchayats are a group of people who come together. There is no bar on people to assemble in this country. Right? And then he says, but whenever they take a wrong decision, whenever they take an illegal decision, they ought to be punished. Now, Mr. Anand Kumar, he didn't complete the sentence. Group of people who come together, he's mistaken the whole thing with the idea of the right to assembly. But come together to do what? Have lunch together, have a cup of coffee together, or to pass extra constitutional laws together. Why do they come together?
I think you have done justice to us by reading the whole passage, and this is a very fair treatment by you after
what do these people come together for?
Last 15 minutes.
Why? What do these people come together for?
That has to be interrogated by chief ministers of the places where they are coming
what
together.
What do they come together for?
Further,
you have any doubts? You have any doubts that they come together to be a parallel form of justice? You have any doubts about that, or are you in denial about that?
It has to be interrogated and supervised by the governments of the day in various places. They don't exist in Delhi.
Standard Indian political strategy. When in trouble, pass the buck.
Very fast you have learnt all this, Professor Kumar. You are a professor. Would you not know what the Khaps are doing?
Standard Indian political strategy,
they are ordering rape of women, they are killing girls, they are killing couples, and you are saying you don't know what they are doing?
No. What he's saying is this.
Did I say I don't know?
By Mr. Anand Kumar's logic, you see, in January 2014, the Khaps in Muzaffarnagar opposed the arrest of accused in a gang rape case. Okay? In October 2013 in Haryana, where Yogendra Yadav has a lot of political ambitions, the Khaps suggests marriage of girls early to avoid rape. Okay? Now, again, in October 2013, they say don't have chow mein, it increases incidence of rape. In July 2012, these Khap Panchayats come together in another place and they say women should not use cell phones anymore. On 30th June 2012, a Khap issues a diktat against Dalit families. This happens in Udaipur. And in January 2007, Khaps order the killing of newlyweds. That was one of the cases which brought this Indian Taliban to justice. Now, what you want to pretend is, basically the thing is this, Mr. Anand Kumar, that the Aam Aadmi Party wants to give up all sense of values in the pursuit of its political ambitions, up to the point where it wants to turn a blind eye to the insanities which go on in the name of justice. It also wants to disagree with the Supreme Court of India in saying that Khaps should be rooted out. You pass the buck, say let the chief ministers decide. Why should the chief ministers decide? Why should I not ask a political party that wants to fight 350 seats what its position is on rooting and wiping out Khap panchayats? I am asking you, and you should not pass the buck.
Arnab ji, this is real Arnab Goswami doing good research, connecting with history, activating our memory, but it is disconnecting the line taken by our party and its convener Shri Arvind Kejriwal. Anybody crossing the Lakshman Rekha of Indian Constitution.
And who will decide that? No. What is this Lakshman? 1 second. Mr. Anand Kumar, that's where you get into a very tricky area. You say, what you try to say is, Mr. Anand Kumar, see, your argument is so weak. I can break it down in a minute. Just let me break it down for you.
There is no argument. It is
I know. I am glad you are admitting that there is no argument, but I'll nevertheless point out the lacunae in your argument. You see, Arvind says this is the right of assembly. Anybody has a right to come together. When I come and ask you that what if these people come together and issue these diktats which hurt women, hurt youth, are unconstitutional, you say go ask the chief minister. I asked today Purnima Advani, what is the guarantee that when this group of people who are completely illegal come together, what is the guarantee they will not do something which violates people's fundamental human rights? Arvind Kejriwal is not taking guarantee for that. Yogendra Yadav is not taking guarantee for that. Mr. Advani?
Arnav, guarantees apart, the history and factual data that you have just given to the viewers speaks elaborately and clear that these groups come together in order to take decisions which violate women's rights and which are extremely derogatory and harmful to women, children, and which are an alternate form of governance which needs to be condemned. In fact, a political party in modern India must ensure that there cannot continue a single khap, especially in the light of the highest court of the land condemning it and saying that these kangaroo courts are all illegal.
I don't know how educated people...
How can a person who is the chief minister of the capital, Delhi, and chief minister of the Union Territory of Delhi come out to support Khap Panchayat? And today we have a speaker on your panel who is wanting to support what
Of course, he's saying they have a right to exist. They have a right to exist.
I understand the compulsion. I understand the compulsion of being a member of a political party.
Of course, they are politicians now.
You have no option.
They are hardcore politicians now.
You have no option but to go with it. But there has to be a line drawn, and you cannot support illegality anymore. Enough.
Do you know how disappointed people will be with you today? No, Mr. Anand Kumar, please understand this. You see, your argument is that you people don't understand.
I cannot make a point, yes.
Mr. Anand Kumar, just 1 minute. Please hear the other side. Your argument basically is they have a right to exist. If they do something wrong, we'll punish them. I'm saying they don't have a right to exist. Okay? They could have had a right to exist in the Harappan times, maybe not even then, but they have no right to exist in modern day India in which I live. They have no right to exist as per my constitution. They have no right to exist as per the laws of this country. Okay, if you say, give a damn to your laws, throw away your constitution, the reality of India is different. I will contest your version. I will contest your interpretation. Now, in January 2014, Mr. Anand Kumar, I'd like to tell you that in a shocking incident which happened in the Lisadi area of Meerut district, a man who allegedly raped his daughter repeatedly, raped his own daughter repeatedly, was asked to marry her. The man had been raping his daughter for 3 years. And when the matter was presented before the Khap Panchayat says, marry your daughter and then leave our district forever. This is happening in my country. I say the Supreme Court is totally right in saying, wipe out every single shred of these Khap Panchayats. Snatch away their rights. And this country wants a leader who can stand up and say, this is immoral. And people who carry out any immorality do so because we allow them that long rope. I say take away their rope, Mr. Anand Kumar, take away their rope. And if you don't have the courage to take away their rope and take a position on what is right and wrong, somebody else will. You want your vote banks? Go after your vote banks. Don't claim anymore a strong sociological argument. And for your information, Mr. Anand Kumar, I too am both a student of sociology and social anthropology. But no sociology or social anthropology teaches you such immorality of the kind that you are justifying indirectly today. Sudha Ramalingam, would you like to respond to Anand Kumar and the views he's espousing? A Khap Panchayat ordered a woman to be gang raped in West Bengal. You'll justify that too. You'll say this is tradition and reality. Mr. Anand Kumar, the fact is you cannot let these Khaps exist. If they don't exist, there will be no illegality. Simple. You want to remove the problem, remove the cause.
Right to assembly.
Yes, Sudha Ramalingam.
Who am I? Am I Shri Bhupinder Hoda? Am I Shri Mulayam Singh Yadav?
Pass the buck again. That's what you're good at.
You are Yogendra Yadav, who is visualizing himself as the CM of Haryana. You are the Aam Aadmi Party, which is supporting Khaps, taking the support of Khap. It is anarchy which is going to marry barbarism. You are all opportunist, upstart politicians who are using opportunity to take this country for a ride. I am pained, I am worried for the women of this country, because now you are going to ensure that there is child marriage, that there is feticide, because you just want to win elections. Otherwise, if you were a man, you would say, I condemn Khap, I want to protect the women of my country.
Yes, Sudha Ramalingam. We're going to open up to some calls.
Right to peaceful assembly.
Can I come in now?
Cannot be, sorry.
Ms. Ramalingam.
Right to peaceful assembly cannot be used for discriminatory purposes. It cannot be used to perpetuate rape. It cannot be used for honor killing and other things. What they are talking about is the cultural value. There is no cultural value to the Khap to us on date. What they are doing now is total discrimination. They are practicing annihilation of people. This is not something which can be, all that is barbaric is being perpetuated by Khap Panchayat. Khap Panchayat is definitely different from the Gram Panchayat. Kindly, Aam Aadmi people should understand what Khap Panchayat is. It has lost its sheen. It cannot survive. It is undemocratic and unconstitutional. It has to be thrown out lock, stock and barrel.
And Khap Panchayat say you cannot marry within the same clan or something to that effect. I mean, who are Khap Panchayats to say that? I want Yogendra Yadav to say. You know what I want? I want Yogendra Yadav to say that they are wrong in their concept of whether you can marry within the Gotra or not marry within the Gotra. You know what Yogendra Yadav says? Yogendra Yadav says, no, we should invite them to an honest democratic dialogue.
Totally barbaric.
Dialogue with these people, these self-imposed illegal groups. He says, I would say future generations should have a little bit more voice than those which are fading away. Why should they?
Arnab ji, you are being unfair.
I am being completely
Arnab,
fair. I have a right to question you. I have a right to question Yogendra Yadav. I have a right to question Arvind Kejriwal. I have a right to question political leaders of this country. I say today, Mr. Anand Kumar, would you today enter into a dialogue with a culprit?
With a criminal?
With a criminal? You will enter into a dialogue with a criminal? Is that justice? I'd say those who... Yes. Khap Panchayats are criminal.
Just to get some votes.
Can I answer?
Yes, and we'll also make you take 2 phone calls. Dr. Aradhana from Dibrugarh has a phone.
Very unfortunate.
Dr. Aradhana from Dibrugarh is on the phone line.
Can I answer, Arnab ji? Or you are on your ego trip, my dear friend?
Mr. Anand Kumar, you know something, I'll tell you something now. You know, I know you are recently a politician. Mr. Anand Kumar, please don't use words like ego trip so callously. I am completely aware of the fact that the Aam Aadmi Party has sent a representative. I am telling you, the Aam Aadmi Party has sent a representative to my program after a long time, after a lot of persuasion. I am also aware that because I have taken on the views of the Aam Aadmi Party, the representative has not been coming on my program. Now, let me tell you this, Mr. Anand Kumar, no amount of such intimidation by saying the AAP will boycott the Newshour is going to get me down. And I'm going to continue to ask you these questions, and so don't try to intimidate me by calling me someone on an ego trip. The whole country opposes Khap Panchayats. The whole country is not on an ego trip.
Aam Aadmi Party has been imposed on the country because of the media. You have used the media to play with the emotions of this country, and now we are getting to know your real face. You are supporting the Khap just to win elections in Haryana. You proposed that you were different. You are breaking section 144 in Delhi. You are openly violating law. Your chief minister does not give a damn to the people.
Let's stay to the subject.
Look at this. I mean, what a language, what a style. And you don't allow me to speak.
Do you believe Khap Panchayat should be rooted out?
Can I come in?
Miss Advani, 1 minute, please. Do you believe Khap Panchayats are unconstitutional?
You are at your best today.
Yeah, I'm always at my best. Do you believe Khap Panchayats are unconstitutional?
Yeah, you are being very unfair, very judgmental.
Do you believe I am asking a question that is uncomfortable to you? You respond by saying, I am saying yes or no. You don't want me to ask this. Do you believe Khap Panchayats are unconstitutional? What is judgmental about that?
They are? What do you mean?
They are unconstitutional or not?
They are? What do you mean?
So they should. So does the Aam Aadmi Party, is the Aam Aadmi Party of the view that they should
exist or not?
Is the Aam Aadmi Party of the view that the state should take immediate and urgent steps to completely root them out because they are unconstitutional and illegal? Watch your words very carefully. I want a formal statement from you.
You have read that statement very honestly, and I thank you for that.
I want to hear from you. No, I did not hear. I want to answer from my question to my question.
Yes. It has been already answered. The answer is there on your screen.
I am asking you whether you believe the Aam Aadmi Party should be banned and therefore rooted out from our society forever. Yes or no? Simple.
We believe in Swaraj, and the social component of Swaraj needs gender justice, and for that we have to do all we can.
Why are you not answering my question? What are you saying?
So gender justice.
Purnima Advani, is that an answer to my question, Mr. Advani?
It's not my problem.
I'm totally confused, Arnab. What kind of gender justice is he talking about? When you are encouraging Khaps, you are encouraging honor killings. And
gender justice.
I'm just amazed with what is happening.
Rape the girls, kill the young couple, that is gender justice.
Why do you need a human rights commission? Why do you need a women's commission?
If I can make a point.
Why do you need all this?
One caller.
They are in the Women Commission for 5 years, Purnima ji, and we don't remember you taking on the Khap Panchayats in those 5 years. Neither your government.
Then you have not followed up.
You remember your track record.
Today.
Okay. It is a hindsight judgment.
Don't you?
So this is now another.
You will ban Khap if you are voted to power.
But Mr. Hamid, why do you believe?
Jagmati Sangwan should be celebrated.
No, you can't
celebrate. She is the only one in this panel.
You can't celebrate.
To be heard very seriously.
If you believe she should be celebrated, Miss Sangwan.
She has fought the dominant terror. But none of the other ladies here did contribute.
Mr. Anand Kumar, don't make it personal. Don't make it personal. It's not about the other ladies, ladies and that. The fact of the matter is...
You just say one thing, will you ban Khap if you are voted to power in Haryana? Just say that, will you ban Khap if you are voted to power
I have one caller, Dr. Aradhana. She's calling from Dibrugarh, I think. One second. Dr. Aradhana has a view and a question. Yes, Dr. Aradhana. Who's your question?
I feel absolutely betrayed by the Aam Aadmi Party. It seems that it's become the Aadmi Party, just Aadmi. That is absolutely unacceptable. Are they going to take a position and tell us whether they're going to go against the Khaps?
No, you're not taking a position. That's the view from Dibrugarh. Yes, Shashi Dharan is our next caller from Gurgaon.
Should I answer now?
Two callers you can answer.
This voice from Dibrugarh is the same question.
Yes, you can. One more voice you can hear. Yes, Shashidharan from Gurgaon.
Yes, Mr. Arnab Goswami, my question to the Aam Aadmi Party is, the Chief Minister has already shown the khap, the Indian Taliban of sitting on the dharna. We, the Gurgaon people, are not going to vote for such party, and I personally and my all friends, we are not going to make such person as a Prime Minister of this country who is supporting the khap panchayat. It's very clear.
Okay, Mr. Shashidharan, stay on the line. Let Mr. Anand Kumar respond to you. Yes, Mr. Kumar.
Dear Shri Shashidharan, your observation is most valid, and so is the observation from the sister from Dibrugarh. Shri Arvind Kejriwal is totally clear. If any organization, including Khap Panchayat, crosses the Lakshman Rekha.
No, why crosses the Lakshman Rekha? They have been crossing the Lakshman Rekha for years. You want them to do it again? Do you want them to do it again?
Do you want more killings of women?
I mean, I don't understand. You are talking almost as if they have not crossed the Lakshman Rekha. I'll send you a file tomorrow if you want of all that they have been doing, Mr. Anand Kumar.
Please do.
Yes.
You are not so naive. You are a professor. You are supposed to know everything. You cannot feign ignorance.
Mr. Hamid, why do you think the Aam Aadmi...
I know your term. I know your term as the chairperson of Indian Women Commission.
No, don't get personal. That's Abba Singh.
I have not worked on any commission.
Mr. Hamid, will this strategy work politically for the Aam Aadmi Party of backing the Khaps?
No, it won't.
It won't? Why?
Perpetuating.
No, it won't.
Why?
Because, I mean, Khaps basically, when they give a judgment like killing people and raping people and getting married to sisters and brothers together and getting all these things, will not absolutely, if they are giving those judgments, they should be banned. But if socially they are asking a girl not to go out alone in the night, that is, I think it's understandable.
That's for the police to do.
It's not the Khap, it is basically
First of all, if a girl wants to go alone in the night, she has every right to go. It is the responsibility of the police and society to make it safe. No, I think Jagmati Sangwan was laughing there. Jagmati ji, आप कुछ कहना चाहेंगी कोकब हमीद जी को?
देखिए, मैं उनको ये कहना चाहूंगी कि जो लड़कियां हैं और जो महिलाएं हैं, उनका अपना विवेक काम करता है. They are mature enough. They can decide at what time they should be out and what time they should be in. Who are they to decide about that?
At the
same time,
अगर कोई elderly उनके फादर या उनके लोग मना कर सकते हैं, उसमें कोई बुराई नहीं है.
की बात नहीं हो रही है,
Mr. Hamid
की बात हो रही है. और वो पंचायत जो आपके मुजफ्फरनगर में ये कह रही है कि अब यूथ तो
I'm throwing a challenge tonight. No, I'm throwing a challenge tonight. I'm throwing a challenge tonight, and my challenge is to every political party of India. Because I think all the political parties are totally hypocritical. If they say we are for women, we are for youth, but we are also not going to say anything against Khap Panchayats. If you are a woman, if you are a youth, if you are a citizen of this country, if you are concerned about this country, will you vote for any political party that doesn't have the guts to oppose Khap Panchayats? That's my question to you today. It's time you raise your voice. Thank you for being with the Newshour this entire week.